Can Christians have demons? Now, this question can create a holy war among a lot of Christians. They fight about this, argue about it. But I'm going to try to bring you some wisdom from the Holy Scriptures and from practicality that might help you. I think our problem has to do with terminology. That word possess is not a correct rendering of the Greek word demon possess. Strong's, who's probably the most famous Greek scholars for Christians, he suggests another word than possess. He suggests the word vex, which means to torment, to irritate, to annoy, to bother. And if we ask the question, can demons bother, vexate Christians, we would say yes. But in terms of possess, no. Christians cannot be possessed because possess implies ownership. God owns us. When we got saved, He became the owner of our lives, spirit, soul, and body. So He owns us, and our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit. So in terms of demons possessing and taking over you as ownership, no, they can never do this. Like in my house. My house is my house. But I might have guests, and even though I might have other guests other than myself, those guests don't own my house. But then I might have rats, spiders, scorpions, ants. Well, those can irritate my house. They can irritate me enjoying my house, but they don't own my house. They don't possess it. So I can simply just get rid of it. And sometimes demons may come in to vexate a Christian, to annoy and to irritate. Now somebody says, okay, I can handle that, Bishop, but you don't really believe demons can actually come inside the body. Now listen, the body, your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. So let's start off with that. The Holy Spirit dwells in you. So you're the temple of the Holy Spirit. But in the Old Testament temple, there are three aspects of the temple. There's the Holy of Holies, there's the holy place, and then there's the courtyard. Did you know Gentiles can be part of the courtyard? Read the book of Revelation. It says the outer courtyard's given over to the Gentiles. So in the outer part of your body is what is called the flesh. All right? Here's what Paul said in Romans chapter 7, verse 19. He says, I know that nothing good lives in me, that is in my flesh. Notice he says, no good thing dwelleth in me. Now, you could argue and say, well, Paul, the Holy Spirit dwells in you. Yes, but he's not talking about the whole body as the temple. He's speaking of the courtyard. In other words, the flesh. There is the Gentiles. That is the uncleanness. So your body comprises a lot of things, but it also comprises what is called the flesh. Now, the flesh is not your entire body, but it is the sinful aspects of your body. Now, listen, as a Christian, we still have the flesh to deal with. That's why Paul wrote in Romans chapter 12, verse 1, that as brothers and sisters, you need to offer your bodies as living sacrifices. Why? Because part of your body contains the flesh, and the flesh is the sinful desires. And he's saying you need to crucify those sinful desires. Now, here's my point. When Christians do not crucify the sinful desires, but they yield to them, then like the courtyard, the Gentiles or demons can come in the flesh part of your body, not the Holy of Holies. No, your spirit that's been born again is in the Holy of Holies. The Holy Spirit dwells in your spirit. That's the Holy of Holies. So surely no unclean thing can come into the Holy of Holies. But the outer part of your body, which is the flesh, can be habitation for demons. And that's what demons can do. They can come on the outer portion called the flesh and vexate you and torment you. So that's when a believer needs to get deliverance. Now, as long as the demon stays on the outside, you can resist the devil and he'll flee from you. But once you yield enough to the flesh, sexual immorality, lust, anger, bitterness, resentment, jealousy, envy, greed, lasciviousness, laziness, you understand, a manner of sexual immorality. The moment you yield your body to that, then you do open the door to demons, and demons can come in. So to say that Christians can't have demons, that's just a misnomer, because they're not defining the whole temple, the Holy of Holies, the holy place, and the outer courtyard. The outer courtyard would be synonymous to the flesh that Paul talks about. And only in that flesh part could demons dwell.